Hey everyone, it's Ken, and in this week's episode of The Grind, the first episode of 2021, I am going to go over my goals for the year. Now, normally people like to make resolutions. I'm just not a resolution guy because I've never managed to keep my resolutions. So, instead, I'm setting some goals for myself, and I'm going to go over them with you. See, I wrote them down. That was one of my goals. So goal number one is, I'm not sure if it's really a goal, but since I found success in the strategy over the past 15 months that I use YouTube to generate traffic, leads, and sales. I'm going to continue with that. I found great success in utilizing Philip Bowerman's strategy, and I'm going to continue down that path and build upon it. So I guess it is a goal. So it's going to be rinse and repeat time the entire year. Now, I had mentioned earlier in one of my other videos about the power of one, about sticking to one strategy and doing it over and over again. Well, I did, and I found success. So we're going to continue that going into 2021 and in the foreseeable future. All right. So my next goal number 2, is I want to do more YouTube ads. I dabbled a little bit in it late last year, but this year I really want to put more effort into putting together a campaign that's going to run for a while. I want to go through the process of creating the videos. I want to split test things. I just want to go through the whole learning process because these YouTube ads are going to really help accelerate my business. It's going to help grow my email list, grow my subscriber base, and I really want to leverage the AdSense money that's coming in right now. So last year, one of the accomplishments I achieved was becoming a YouTube partner. And with that, I do generate some revenue every month, and I want to invest that money. I want to reinvest in my business and help it grow. So that is goal number 2. Goal number 3, and I've already started this recently, is to do more YouTube live broadcasts. It's nerve-wracking. I hate it sometimes. It makes me super nervous. My mouth gets very dry. But I know that facing my fear and doing the live broadcasts more on a regular basis is only going to help me when I start doing webinars and other live events. So doing more live YouTube broadcasts is going to be on the horizon. Right now, I am focusing on the 12-step action plan. So if you've been watching some of those lives, thank you very much. I've been focusing on utilizing that and spreading the word about the Taking Action Online 12-step action plan, which to me is the best free affiliate marketing training for beginners. Now, to expand on that, I want to do more hot seat interviews. I just want to expand my knowledge and your knowledge when it comes to making money online. So I want to talk to other marketers, and I want you to see how they've grown over the past year or two. These are marketers that I know, that I personally work with, and I want everyone to be able to share their stories and give their opinions about the make money online world. All right. Now, goal number 4, my last goal for 2020. I probably have more, but they're more mini goals. But this goal is going to be a big one, and it's just staying organized. Normally, when I do things, it's stored right up here in my head. That's just how I operate. I like to remember things and plan things in my mind, and then I just do them. Well, as I start growing my business, it's going to be more imperative that I start being more organized, writing things down, planning out more long-term rather than just for 1 or 2 weeks ahead. Start planning out further, months, maybe even years ahead. So my goal is to utilize the tools that I have that Philip has been telling me to use. I'm going to actually listen to him and start using them and incorporating them into my daily tasks, because I believe that these tools, these just writing things down, is going to help me in terms of staying organized, staying more focused, and even further enhancing my long-term mentality. Okay, now those are my goals. I want to know what your goals are. Please drop them down in the comment section below. I really want to know what your goals are, and if I can help you stay accountable, I will. Okay, now next week's episode of The Grind, we are going to be talking about taking action. Okay, taking action and failing forward. And this conversation came about through my buddy, Gary Baker. Shout out to Gary Baker again, making another appearance on The Grind. But Gary and I engaged in another Facebook chat, so to speak, on one of his posts. And it really got me thinking again. This is what I love about Gary. Gary, if you don't follow Gary Baker, follow Gary, because Gary has a lot of great insight, a lot of great perspective, and you will learn a lot of things like I do from Gary. And Gary brought up something important, and I wrote a post in response, but I realized that it's something that I should be talking to you about. So next week we're going to be talking about taking action and the idea of failing forward and what that really means and how it's actually going to help you. So with that, thank you so much for watching this episode of The Grind. I really appreciate you, and I'll see you guys next week. Cheers.